Welcome back to Aviation India, the channel where the truth about aviation always takes off. Today. We are looking at 9 planes that nobody wants to buy anymore. The ones sitting in hangars collecting dust because they turned out to be more trouble than they are worth. They may look good at first, but under the surface they hide costly problems, poor designs, or simply bad reputations. These aircraft became the nightmare of mechanics and the regret of buyers. So buckle up, because today we are diving into the 9 planes that are completely stuck on the market and have earned the title of true flying disasters. Piper PA-32 Saratoga. The Piper Saratoga was once seen as the ultimate upgrade from the Cherokee line, a comfortable 6-seater with plenty of power and range. But over the years, owners learned the hard way that it is a maintenance magnet. Its Lycoming engine burns fuel like a thirsty monster, and the parts are far from cheap. Mechanics complain that getting to components requires hours of labor, and pilots say its handling feels sluggish, especially during climb in short fields or high temperatures. The cabin comfort does not make up for the high operating cost, which can easily hit $250 per flight hour. While it still looks solid on paper, the reality is that few want to deal with its demanding upkeep. The result: hundreds of Saratogas sitting on the market waiting for someone brave enough to take the risk. Beechcraft Duke B-60. The Beech Duke is one of those planes that had every reason to be great, but ended up being an expensive headache. It looks fantastic, sleek and powerful, with its twin turbocharged engines and luxurious cabin. But those engines are also its curse. Maintenance costs are enormous, and finding a mechanic willing to work on them is not easy. The Duke's pressurization system is complex and failure-prone, making each inspection a potential wallet killer. Despite its strong performance and comfort, pilots call it unforgiving and unpredictable. In bad weather, a used one might sell for under $300,000, which sounds tempting until you realize the upkeep can double that within a few years. That is why so many Dukes are parked unused across the country, gathering dust instead of flight hours. Cessna 337 Skymaster. The Skymaster is famous for its push-pull twin-engine setup, one in front and one in back. The idea was clever redundancy without asymmetrical thrust, but in practice it created more problems than solutions. The rear engine suffers from overheating, limited airflow, and expensive repairs. Many pilots describe it as an airplane that always needs something fixed. Visibility is good and cabin space is fair, but maintenance complexity ruins the ownership experience, even though you can find one for around $120,000. Most experienced buyers avoid it because they know how often it sits grounded. This plane was supposed to be simple and safe. Instead, it became an example of why not every innovation works in the real world. Rockwell Commander 112. The Commander 112 promised comfort, speed, and luxury, but ended up disappointing most of its owners. Its performance is underwhelming for the amount of fuel it burns, cruising slower than planes that cost half as much while consuming more than 12 gallons per hour. Its engine and airframe combination feel mismatched, and pilots often complain about the heavy controls and low climb rate. It is stable once airborne, but getting there is slow and costly. Spare parts are limited and expensive, which adds to the pain of ownership. Many examples can be found sitting on the used market for less than $100,000. Yet even at that price, buyers hesitate because they know it is a plane that looks better parked than flying. Piper Aero 4. The Piper Aero 4 tried to modernize the popular Aero series by adding a T-tail and aerodynamic tweaks, but what it gained in looks, it lost in performance. Pilots quickly found that the T-tail design made it difficult to handle at low speeds, and during takeoff or landing, the stabilator sits high out of the airflow and delays pitch response, which can be dangerous for inexperienced pilots. The result was a reputation for poor handling and unpredictable behavior. Maintenance on the retractable gear is another costly headache. It consumes around 10 gallons per hour and cruises at just 130 knots, which makes it neither fast nor efficient. This combination of high upkeep and tricky flying kept it off most buyers' lists for good reason. Grumman Tiger AA-5B. At first glance, the Grumman Tiger seems like a sporty and fun airplane, light, responsive, and quick for its class, but the deeper you look, the more issues appear. The canopy leaks in rain, the build quality varies between models, and corrosion is a constant threat, especially on older units. Owners say the parts supply is thin, and some critical components are hard to find despite its name. It is not much of a Tiger when loaded with passengers and fuel, as climb performance drops sharply While the plane is enjoyable in perfect conditions, it is far less forgiving than its competitors. You can find them listed for under $90,000, but many remain unsold for months because pilots know what they are getting into. Mooney M20K 231. The Mooney 231 was built for speed, but ended up infamous for its turbocharger problems. The turbo system requires careful management, and even small mistakes can lead to expensive failures. Maintenance costs are high, and finding parts for the older models has become difficult. It burns around 11 gallons per hour, and while it cruises fast around 190 knots, many owners say the stress of owning one outweighs the fun of flying it. Its tight cabin and limited baggage space make it less practical for families and long trips. While Mooneys have a loyal following, the 231 version is often left out of that love due to its demanding nature today. They sit on listings with no buyers waiting for someone who wants speed more than peace of mind. Cessna 210 Centurion. The Cessna 210 is respected for its performance, but notorious for its expensive and complex landing gear system. It is fast, roomy, and capable, but the maintenance bills have scared away most private owners. The retractable gear design has multiple weak points, and failures are common even after thorough inspections. It also tends to develop corrosion in the wing spares, which can lead to massive repair costs. Despite its great flying characteristics, mechanics call it a constant project. Not a stable aircraft. At this point, you can find one for around $130,000, but you will spend nearly that amount again. Just keeping it airworthy, many have given up restoring them, which is why so many remain parked for years untouched and unwanted. Piper Twin Comanche. The Twin Comanche was meant to be the affordable twin-engine solution, but its tight cockpit and tricky flight characteristics made it unpopular among newer pilots. It is fast for its size and fuel efficient, but landing it requires skill and precision. Small mistakes during approach can lead to hard landings. Or worse, its low stall margins and narrow gear stance made it challenging. Even for experienced aviators, maintenance is not cheap either, as parts for older systems are hard to come by. It might cost around $180,000 today, but most buyers prefer to spend a bit more for something easier to fly and maintain, making the Twin Comanche another twin-engine dream that turned into a maintenance nightmare. These planes are proof that not everything that looks good on paper performs well in the sky. They were ambitious designs that fell short due to complexity, cost, or poor reliability. The result is hangars full of aircraft waiting for owners who will probably never come. If you want more deep dives into the real stories behind forgotten and failed planes, hit that like button and subscribe to Aviation on Dia, where we show the truth about the machines that once promised greatness but ended up grounded forever.